Oh, hey everybody. Nice to see you this morning on what? December 27th. My name is Marcel Irnie. This is IrnieracingNews. I am the Canadian.Journalist, which is my second channel that we're building in case this one gets destroyed by Censortube. Now, speaking of Censortube, YouTube, Google, their wokeism, they are extreme left, and if you say something that goes against their agenda, they will block you, they will strike you, they will delete you. And I've lost a channel before. It was called Irnieracing Reports. And YouTube just without any, boom, I got a strike, boom, channel's gone, deleted. There's no bringing it back. There's no bringing it back. You end up talking to their AI through the Google YouTube problem, and then, you know, they're like, oh, nothing can be done. So a lot of people always ask, why is my comment not showing up? And a lot of you guys don't understand that YouTube doesn't just delete and censor comments, they actually put them all in a folder called Held for Review. So instead of letting your comment go on to the comment section, they determine it's bad or it's rude or it's politically against their motives, and they'll put it in a Held for Review folder. And then there's even another folder that is, this is explicitly held for review, explicitly inappropriate folder, and we'll get to that later. So as we're doing screen recording here, you can see that there is published comments that I haven't responded to, right? And that's just a filter. But then look, there's held for review. You see this right here? Click that. Comments here are removed after 60 days. Let's take a look at the comments that YouTube deems unfit for public consumption, right? And I have to manually, which I don't have time for, because some videos might get 3,000 comments for a video. I don't have time to read 3,000 comments and go approve, approve. And YouTube doesn't let me just approve them all, like automatically. There's no automatic approval. And I can't avoid this. Like, I have all my comments, you know, go public. I don't want a manual review, but this is what they do. They held them for review. So we're gonna have a lot of fun reading these comments, I believe, because you know, truth is always held in censorship, right? Here we go on the Trudeau comments on the social media of him, you know, the one with that liberal interview with the radio talk show host who somehow won the Broadcasters Award of Canada. I have zero respect for anyone who sits with this disgusting person and treats him like he is some kind of IOF great leader and that he has done nothing wrong. He is an idiot, Terry DeMonte. This is the Terry DeMonte interview, and needs to actually open his eyes and look around, because the world is not radio and he is a moron and is just kissing Trudeau's ass, and he needs to stop being a fanboy and actually do some journalism. And if he can't do that, then he needs to be removed from the Broadcasting Hall of Fame because he doesn't deserve to be there. Oh, bam. I approve of this message. He shows him what a fool he is, though, as devil's advocate. Approve of this message. And then we got the Real Canadian Cowboy for all the veterans. God bless this man. I love him. A man's man. Thank you, cowboy. My father and grandfather are screaming from their graves. Approve. They both scratched their noses a lot through the whole video. That's the Trudeau's social media one. Back to that. So why are these comments being held for my manual review? Why are they being censored? Back on the Trudeau social media, he's had 8 years to figure it out. Time to go, Trudeau. You can't handle it. You say so. Leave. Oh, man. And now on to the non-confidence petition that ended at 386,698 signatures. Why is this not in the millions? Next one. Millions don't care to support hate. Just 390,000. Wait. Millions don't care to support hate. Just 390,000. Oh my God, what a... Yeah, so this one's good to be held for back. Censortube doesn't realize what it's saying, but it's saying the people that signed the petition are haters. Yeah, now remove, okay. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to approve all comments. I approve all comments. Doesn't matter. If anything, it's going to help get this video out there. The more comments, the more algorithm, right? So normally I just go approve everything. I don't know why I did that. But anyways, it was just kind of funny. Next one, on the non-confident. Oh, the cats are fighting. Hey, come on, guys. And girl. Next one on the same then Laugh, laugh, laugh. The group that gave standing ovation to the SS Waffen World War II vet. Oh, it's back at the other guy that's saying that. Oh, that's classic. We didn't get millions of signatures for a few reasons. 1, apathy. Signing the petition won't change anything. 2, fear. During the trucker convoy, bank accounts were frozen to punish the disobedience of supporting the protests. So they don't want their names on a list. And 3, doubt. They think the petition is a scam because everything on the internet is. 4, they didn't know about it. Not everyone is on YouTube finding news. If it isn't in MSN, some people would never know about it. 5, not tech savvy enough. 6, brainwashed. They believe everything Trudeau says, and you would have to be crazy to think the government was on your side. The next on the Trudeau one. The key reason behind the low numbers is due to the lack of coverage. Many people would have signed had they known. I only heard about it by chance because I am online a lot. Another reason is so many people have such a lack of faith in the government process not working for the civilian, they do not see their voice being heard. Look at how the Freedom Convoy was dealt with. We are all on the verge of unrest here, and I feel for the fallout my daughter will be dealing with for a lifetime. Again, these comments were censored. They're censored. I have to go and manually allow them to be in there, and there's no way to avoid that. Next, most people are still asleep and watching mainstream media. As usual, Canadians are apathetic. So sad. Like, why are these things being censored? And then same thing in the petition. Well, he must go simple as that. Look at all those signatures. Pitiful numbers. Couldn't get 1%. Pitiful. See, that's another one. That was our chance to do things legally, peacefully. Big thanks to everyone who cared. And next, what's the point? Laugh out loud. Political party time. And now on another, the petition ends in 1 hour video. The Conservatives will hoot, holler, and whine just like they always do, and this petition will go nowhere, unfortunately. At this point, I feel they are simply controlled opposition, but on the same agenda as all the other parties. And comment to that, Conservatives are nothing but liberals now, and the liberals are far left socialists. That's where we are at in this country. Again, why are these being censored by Censortube? On the same thing, it won't matter. Trudeau will hang on to the bitter end, and it won't matter unless Parliament votes for it. To a reply, in all my working life, there was no dissent health plan to get on. You may not care for dental care, others do, and it's the one demand that's keeping the Liberals in power. If Polyev wants to get rid of Trudeau before 2045, he's going to have to offer the NDP something. Oh, dental. Yeah. So if we didn't have 100% product and food inflation, or up to 100%, sometimes 30 to 100%, we would be able to afford dental care. Like, our money doesn't buy us anything. Now, to get a teeth cleaning used to be $130, $150 4 or 5 years ago. I can only imagine it's $250, $300 for a cleaning now. It's not that we couldn't afford it. It was just a choice to make if you wanted to go to get dental care. What's really the big thing is your $100,000 of savings is now only worth $50,000 of purchasing power. Unless you had $100,000 in gold. Notice that gold is at an all-time new record high, $2,082 US. So if you even bought the gold at like a super high of 2,000 just a couple months ago or a month ago, you literally just made almost 5%, 4.5% on your money in just a month. Because it was just at 2,000 a month ago. And it was lower than that. It was in the high 1900s for a long time. It was down to 1920 just 4 months ago. You could have made 10% on your money if you bought gold, guys. Versus those, you can get like what, 4.5%, 5% GIC. I'm sorry, my voice is. I'm just coming out of my sickness finally. I've been taking like a big mushroom extract and something else. I can't remember. I'll tell you guys later. That's another thing. Dr. G, she's a naturopath. And now that I got home and started taking the stuff again, I just all of a sudden got well. The mushroom mix, it's just all these essential mushrooms in a powder. And golden seal was the other extract. And just all of a sudden I was just better like that. It could be a coincidence, but... this is the first ever I've heard of this. They're talking about the non-confidence vote. Some of us don't waste our time listening to them stonewall in question period. I couldn't be bothered to hear their lies and gaslighting. I have better things to do than scour the internet constantly for info on Trudeau. I wasn't looking for that info, so yeah, I missed it. To blame me for not hearing about it is kind of whack though. I did not come by the information by choice. Some of us actually have a life. Not all of us are social butterflies. I can't stand most people you want to know the truth. Most are too dumb and they annoy me. I hate stupidity and there is no shortage of it. Not one person said something about this to me in text or in person, and I wasn't aware anything was going on aside from the usual BS. Our democracy is a shame anyways. WEF wants Trudeau in. That's why he's still there, destroying our country to please Klaus Schwab. Yeah. Very, very good points. I mean, I have been sharing the petitions. I've been reading about it in the comments. I've searched for what news a mainstream media, and there was only one post from about it from the National Post or whatever it was, but that was way earlier on before it actually made big mainstream, before it reached the 300,000 threshold. But in person, nobody's really talking about it. Just me and my family, because I talked with my brother and my mom about it. I doubt my dad signed it, right? He's too liberal. It's such a shame. But I mean, that's the family, right? And then Canadian Cowboy, get ready for what's coming. He's so right. Why is that like shot down and stopped? Here is Real Canadian. Prepare for an EMP. If not an EMP, a big solar storm, solar flare could knock out electricity and communications all around the world. We're not as untouchable as a lot of people would like to believe. For the doubters, look up Carrington event. And again, why is the Carrington event censored on Censortube? So here's the petition E4701. It was obstructed for most of the day on December 24th. And this person just wrote 8:26 a.m. count is 384.39. And that was censored. I have to approve that comment. Another one, 383.46 signatures at 23:58. Why is Censortube censoring? That is good proof. It's evidence that they were censoring the comments on that post, so a lot of people didn't know that the petition was maybe frozen by Trudeau on that day to limit it so it didn't hit 400,000. I mean, who knows how accurate the numbers are now? We have no hope in the accuracy of those numbers because the website is owned by the government, the parliament. Who controls the parliament? The government could certainly get in there and do some unjust shit. Trudeau compares his reign of terror to his father's, the video. I don't think you're going to make it to daddy's age, Justin. The wings of justice are beating quickly. So yeah, that one, maybe I could see Censortube censoring that one. I mean, they did, but that one is like, we all know truth. A bill, next one, the same thing. A bill must be passed to ensure there are term limits for politicians, at least for Prime Minister. 2 terms of 4 years tops. I totally agree. It should be like a limit, like in the US. We can't have a dictator for 20 years. This is not Castro in Canada. Well, it is, but we can't have that. Also, if this fool is in for another 12 years, we will have a civil war in full swing by then. Yeah, they're trying to stop all talk about civil war, right? Unrest. In the same video, Pierre was a nightmare just like Justin. The Castro influence is plainly obvious. Justin is a disaster. Yes, please approve. I approve of this message. His dad ruled Cuba from 1959 to 2008. That's 49 years. 49 years. Proving once again Justin is bad at math, among other things. That's a good one. I like it. Best comment. On the CTV host finally beats up Chrystia Freeland. Double talk. When Freeland doesn't understand something, she tilts her head to the side. My dog does the same. I think your dog knows more about economics than this flunky. And that was censored. Same video. She had the fastest bike in the world when she got a speeding ticket in Alberta. Laugh my jug ass off. Blah, blah, blah. Comment. She was asked in PI how PI was supposed to get tourists there if nobody could drive. She went off on her usual spiel of nothingness, rambling about how she walked, biked, public transited all the time in TO. Week later, maybe 2 weeks later, she's again caught speeding in Alberta. Yes, brilliant. See, all the best comments are held for review. This should be like a whole segment on the channel. We're going to do 4 more minutes and then I'll have to make another segment. Because I know all you guys got to get to work, right? You got to work in the system. To have only 350,000 plus signatures on this petition, back to the 4701, shows Canadian pitifully inability and ignorance to fight for their freedom and liberty. It is highly disappointing to say the least. Whoever expects this petition to have an impact is a dreamer. It would require millions of signatures, and even less Canadians know that it requires King Charles to dismantle this government. So much for democracy. Yeah, King Charles. Charles is the 80-year-old geezer of the WEF. The royal family, bullshit. Canada, most of the Canadians want nothing to do with the fucking royal family. It is a royal plague. It is the WEF. It is a symbol of freaking totalitarianism. So ridiculous that... So I was in court, with Constable Herbs, many times, and I still have another court date coming up, waiting for that letter to come in the mail. Probably March or something. Maybe I'll get the letter in February. And when I started the court case, it was to Her Majesty. It was like Marcel versus the Majesty, and now it's Rex versus Marcel Irnie. Rex is your royal whatever is in term for the king. It's in Latin or whatever. So it's now the king versus Marcel Irnie. How stupid is that? Oh my God! And in reply. Who is this Matt guy? He's a coward. People like him getting us here. I don't know who he's talking about. Vote Canada. Vote tell more and tell more. Bot coward. Oh, so the people are replying to this Matt, but obviously we haven't read that comment yet. Another one. Matt, bot. Comment repeated multiple times. Here is for the Freedom Convoy addressed to Canadians by Tom Marazzo back in February 10th. Look at this. Thank you. For our children, land of our elders, free Canadian citizens, liberty and freedom, no mandates, no chains, dictator and fascist, liberal, woke government of Justin Trudeau, dictator, get out with your Gestapo policies, states, we the people are free as God wills, love you Canadian freedom fighters, and he has a link to a YouTube video. Awesome, and now, so these ones are back in the past. Freedom Convoy, live press conference, February 16th, holding the line. Corporations are not elected. They are accountable to their shareholders only. They shouldn't have power over their customers. Canada is a great nation. Use the democratic process. Your rights are yours until you give them away. And in reply, it says potentially inappropriate. Freedom fighters. It's addressing. If you know what the real truth issues are, then you know how to expose it all to them, and then move to address it. Hint, it is not the mandates, it is our owner's will. And there's a couple video links. Monopolies are illegal in America. However, they have the fox guarding the hen house. Note, here are the real issues to expose and address. Their agendas are Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, the Davos 2020-2022, a couple video links. Post 21 on everything, bring into the forefront, force them to answer it, educate the public as fast as you can, put it in physical world, put it in the digital world. Yes. Freedom. Here's Brian Peckford's speech, the Canadian Charter Rights, urgent message. Okay, people throwing links in, the downtown Ottawa Freedom Convoy, Dave on leave from the Canada Post. Don't back down. Don't trust anything your government says. Stay united and don't give up. It's your children's future at stake. Stay strong, Canada, and Freedom Convoy from America. Don't listen to our government. Anyways, guys, we reached the 20-minute part. Looks like we've got through most of the new held for review comments. Now, if I ever could get to the bottom of this, there will be a section that says like extremely inappropriate comments. Be cautious to click the link. Oh man, but you can see I got a... Oh, there it is. Show, right here, guys. Comments that may be offensive have been hidden. Show hidden comments. Well, we'll leave that for the next episode, guys. This is where it's going to get real good. I promise you that. Thanks a lot, guys. IrnieracingNews, Canadian.Journalist. Make sure you subscribe and like this video and subscribe to the Irnieracing channel. But please get over to the Canadian.Journalist. You just type in youtube.com/@Canadian.Journalist. And we got 356 subscribers. So this channel it's fresh. It's not connected to me by any means, like the Google account and stuff. So it won't be shadow banned. We just needed to start building. Once we get 5,000 subscribers and some video takes off. Here we got 1,000 views on the hockey player. Obviously, I'm posting videos on the other channel because that's where the audience is. But once we get some people here, then I'll start posting stuff here. We're also going to get a channel for Dr. ND Tina. She's going to start talking about her naturopath expertise. You know, so she wants to start a YouTube channel, so I'll be sharing that as well. And then you guys can get, you know, away from the medical establishment, controlled political medical establishment, and get the real information from an ND. And she specializes also in hormones and all sorts of things for naturopath. So it's a much better way to heal yourself, as you know. Take natural extracts of the world. Irnieracing News, guys. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers.